understand, places like Paris or Italy start early. Creating clothing takes a lot of time and planning. And during fashion shows, they'll pick their most popular items and hope that they can influence people here in America. The people who go to Europe to buy the fashion clothing to bring back to the States are called buyers. And their job is to go to different fashion shows and think about what kind of fashion will work here. Most people will arrive in New York or LA, and the buyers are very specific about what fashion will work in what regions in the States. They'll sell to different fashion stores or clients, and that's where you buy your clothing from. People also look up to movie stars when it comes to fashion. You're all in high school. I bet you were all up to date with media, clothing magazines. Young people really look up to what they see in those magazines and articles. It's a lot of influence, but the most influential is media. It's almost a bombardment of information with videos, pictures of who's wearing what. And clothing can influence anyone, from where you live or who the idol is that you want to emulate fashion-wise. And fashion is not a slow process. It is a very fast changing process called trends. And trends are, what happens is when there's a person who dresses a certain way, other people want to match them. Anyone have any questions? Yes, good question. The project that I want you to do today, I want you to take home. Research different fashion designers and pick a fashion designer that you really like. Tell me why you follow that clothing style and why it inspires you. When you're finished, bring your research to class so you can present it. And don't forget, I want your reasons for fashion design. Yes, definitely. You can definitely use trends that were happening in the past. A lot of people will grab trends from the 60s, 70s, or 80s, around there. They'll try and bring things back like bell bottoms or styles from certain eras and try and match that with mainstream fashion today. It's never exact, but remember, we have a lot of technical skills now, a lot of really good designers and sewers. And they're able to incorporate fashion from the past and incorporate it with the fashion that you see today. What do I see for the next trend in the future? I don't know. There's a lot of casual clothing you see now. I mean, if anyone was dressing in a big elegant gown and fancy hats, I don't think people would really catch on to that. It might be nice for their own style, but I don't think people would wear that. It's also, it's kind of expensive. People can't afford it. However, there can be knockoffs, which is when people make copies of a certain style or fashion design, and it's a lot cheaper. But really, I think it's going to be staying the same. A lot of people wear like flip-flops, which are really in style. Of course, this is America, so it depends on the area. If you're in warmer weather, it might be more appropriate than if you're up in the north and it's cold. But I think the style is going to be staying the same.